Okay, welcome back. I want to just clarify something really interesting that we ran across when we were using playgrounds. Let me open up playgrounds real quick and demonstrate. Um, Basically, what it was you could take a constant and alter it, which you shouldn't be able to do because a constant is supposed to be constant. You shouldn't be able to change it. So I'll call this our let experiment. Starting a new playground here. Let's just delete this and give ourselves some space. So let's say we have a number. Let this number equal 2. And then we have another number. Let this number, or that number, it's got to be a different name, equal 4. And then you could say something like let total equal this number plus that number. Okay, so it's 6, right? But now if you change this, it doesn't crash. Shouldn't it crash? Because this is a constant, let. I mean, if it was a variable, then you understand that it wouldn't crash because it could change. But if it's a constant, then why is this not crashing? So I did a little bit of experimenting, and Playgrounds works a little different than Xcode does, or basically this whole area is a function that gets called over and over again. So every time it is called, this is a new constant. I think that's what you're looking at. So let's, for instance, just take this code, close this out, and we'll open up Xcode project like we're actually making an app and see what happens inside of Xcode. So here we have our view controller and a class. And inside of the class, let's just paste that stuff we had in Playgrounds and see what happens. Try to build it. Build failed. Can't do this because you can't initialize properties like that outside of a function. So if you were to call this total equal to like 55 or whatever, that's no problem. But once you start adding in these conditions or these operators inside of a declaration, it has problems with that. You'd have to put this inside of a function, like function add stuff up, open bracket, close bracket, and so now this is inside of this function. Now it's cool with that because every time, it's just give me a warning because I didn't do anything with that. So I'm going to print it. So it's giving me this yellow warning because it's like you didn't use that. Why do you even have that there? So now every time this function is called, let is declared. And let is never modified. Now, if we were to say total equals 33 down here, I bet you it's going to have a problem with that. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can't do that because it's a let. So the reason why it's allowed in Playgrounds is because Playgrounds acts as a function. So if we were to slide these numbers in here, it'd be cool with that too. That's fine. That's all contained within this function here. So hopefully that helps clarify that weird thing we were running into in class.